What's going on, Bills fans? This is Bills Latest. I am your host, Michael Korn. We are brought to you by FanArc. And man, everybody is just saying they should have kicked the field goal. Did you guys watch them try the first field goal? Didn't go so great. I like going for two there. You were going to steal one. You could have stolen that game from Philadelphia. Kicking the field goal, going into OT, sure, great, fine, whatever. If he connects in the end zone on that 2-point conversion, nobody's talking about it. The Bills wanted to win the division. They weren't playing for a tie. They didn't care if they lost. They wanted to win. You got Rich Eisen out here saying, kick the field goal, go to OT. Did you see how sloppy and wet and rainy and miserable that game was? Do you think anybody wants to go to OT? Both of those teams are in the playoffs. They wanted to get the hell out of there. Go for the two. You should have had it. You should have won. It is. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Because then half of the other time you got these guys saying, go for two, go for two. No matter what they do in those cases, it is never the right call. I loved going for two. Again, you get that two, you win that game, you feel like you should have had no business winning that game. And you would have felt like you robbed them. You just missed. Just missed. Not the end of the world. Sure, now you can't win the division, but it was going to be hard pressed to do so anyways. And now the playoffs kind of set all but one spot for the AFC. And I think we know what's going to happen. Yep. I think it's going to happen. They're going to get Lamar in. Right now, the Ravens are currently 58% chance to make it, where the Steelers are now 42%. So Lamar's going to be in these playoffs. He seems like he's been banged up. Also seems like he doesn't want to be in Baltimore anymore. Saying things like he'd love to be in Miami. Their front office is wondering if they need to fire their head coach at the end of the year. Is the Harbaugh year over? Or is he going to do what he always does and gets them into the playoffs? They're usually a threat, but then they don't do anything. Lamar's. It's just wild. They're going to sneak in to the playoffs at 9-8. Old man Rodgers just can't. Well, you know what? It's not even his fault. You know, it's Declarian. It's DK's fault. I better make sure I get his first name right, or else he's gonna punch me. You take him away, Rodgers. All he has is Gainwell. So no deep threat for the Steelers. Zay Flowers kind of trending. Derrick Henry definitely trending. Lamar Jackson not trending. Not trending. So unlike years before, let's assume Ravens get in. Not that worried. Not that worried. Yeah, they can run the ball. But Lamar always Lamar's. Always gets in his own way. So again, not really worried about that. I'm more worried about the health of, I don't know, Allen, Kincaid. What do we do? Do we just rest them? Not really going to improve on anything. Going to be a wild card team. Going to be on the road in these playoffs. Why not give Josh a little rest? You could tell he looked banged up. That foot is not 100%. And that really is the last thing you need going into the playoffs. Luckily, Cook is firing on all cylinders. Kincaid's still banged up with that knee. We're done with the Coleman experiment. That's awesome. Love to see that. Cooks didn't drop the ball a ton this past game, made big catches. There was a nice deep threat. So I think we got to rest these guys. I don't think rust will come into play. It's one game. One game, you're going to be on the road. Treat it like a bye week. I don't even think you should have these guys out there. I'm sure Cook is going to want to be out there. He wants the rushing record. But there's no reason to trot Allen out there. Zero reason. Why risk him banging up that foot even more? Treat it like a bye week. Let him get healthy. And see where the cards fall. Because that's what we have to be onto the playoffs now. You can't be looking forward the next game. It has to be, let's get healthy at the right time. It's almost a blessing and a curse that you can't really improve much seeding wise. You're going to be in the wild card. Treat it like a bye week. You win last week, Patriots win. You'd probably be starting everybody trying to win the division. This could be sneaky helpful as far as getting some guys rest that need it desperately. I hope to see that this week. There is zero reason Josh Allen needs to be out there. Especially when the last game, which is kind of sad, the last game at the Ralph will be against the Jets. I think we'll be okay. And again, we lose, who cares? Who cares? I'd rather lose knowing Josh is getting healthier and not out there risking running around, getting his foot hit in a weird play. Not even worth it. Not even worth it. So let's just go. It's going to be weird with Cook, man. I was just going to say, just let Davis, let those other guys run the ball, but they're going to give it to Cook just because of that rushing record. He wants to lead the league this year. And hopefully he has it on lock. I haven't really looked. I think Taylor's still ahead, but I don't know. I say try to get him as much rest too as possible. We'll see what happens there, but Josh, I don't think we'll be seeing him. I just don't. Maybe for one or two series, which again, what's the point? You're just putting him out there to risk getting hurt. Just no point to me. But last game coming up, it's going to be against the Jets. It's a 4:00 game, and it's sad to say because it's the last game, but it's kind of an irrelevant game. The only thing that makes it relevant is it'll be the last game in that stadium. But we'll be back tomorrow with more content on Bills' latest. I was your host, Michael Korn. We were brought to you by FanArc. We hope you guys hit that like and subscribe button down below. It helps us out tremendously. And we'll be back with more stuff for you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much.